So you believe because Kamala is black and a woman, she was chosen for vice president?
It's not my own belief. Her own team, Joe Biden said that. He said,
Biden said that?
Yeah, he said, I'm first, because beforehand he said, I'm going to choose a black female for vice president. He didn't say, I'm going to choose the most gifted or the most talented or the most accomplished. He said, I'm going to choose a black female. And so by definition, that is DEI.
That is not the definition of DEI. By him saying that he was going to choose a black female, that could insinuate that he already had Kamala in mind for the role. No way does that insinuate that she's DEI.
Well, what is DEI then?
DEI would be...
choosing somebody based on their race?
No, it's giving people of color the opportunity to be welcomed into spaces in which they typically aren't able to get into.
There's never been a female black vice president.
And why do you think that is?
Well, not why. You just said that's DEI. So by definition, she's DEI. Is abortion death?
Abortion is for the person who's trying to survive.
Wait, hold on.
The human being who's carrying that child most times doesn't have an option. They're almost at the point to where if they don't get this, they will die.
Wait, hold on
and
a second.
They often do.
No. I allowed you. You know 99.9% of all abortions are not because of even incest, rape, or life of the mother. There are only a couple hundred cases of life of the mother every single year, and there are 1.4 million abortions every single year. 99.9% of the time, according to the abortion-funded Guttmacher Institute, these are abortions of choice. These are abortions that have become a form of birth control.
Nobody chooses to have an abortion. They have to. Women don't spend their entire life trying to take care of this child in order to then just say, F it.
I have to say, that's one of the most outrageous things I've heard in 12 years of doing this. If you're about to have heart surgery, would you rather have a heart surgeon that's good and excellent, knows what he's doing, or someone that is a black female? And being president is more important than being a heart surgeon.
Aren't you on record saying that you'd be terrified if there was a black pilot that was flying?
Yes, I did say that, but why? Okay, cool. What was the full quote?
I personally, I don't know. If you want to expand on that.
Yeah, so this ties into this. United Airlines said that half of all their new hirees are going to be black or women, and that standards and pursuit of excellence is not going to be taken as seriously as diversity. When I'm flying a plane, I want to know my pilot is there because they're a good pilot, not because they fit some DEI box. Your parents think that success is getting some stupid piece of paper when there's millions of dollars waiting for you to be made. Millions.
But is that college being dishonest?
Yes, of course. First of all, it's scamming you on the price. You guys are paying way too much money to be here. You're here for too long. You guys could get what you need in literally 1.5 years, not 4 years.
I agree with that.
That's a scam then.
Why do we care if there's no father? I grew up without a father. I feel like I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. I'm in college. Why are we so towards the father? Why does he need to be there so much?
There's a very unique bond between a father and a daughter where you fall in love again, but not romantic love. You fall in a different type of Greek love, which is called storge, which is a father-daughter love, where you have such affection for this incredible being, and your task is to shepherd that vulnerable, innocent girl through life all the way up until the marriage aisle, where then you hand it off to another man. Because women are worthy of protection. Would you support white-only dormitories?
Everybody has a choice.
So I think white only and black only anything is evil and wrong. That's why I hate critical theory and critical race theory, because when it's put in practice, start to discriminate people based on race. So we're now south of the Mason-Dixon line in North Carolina. We did a lot of work to get rid of segregation in this country. Why are you trying to bring it back?
What work?
The Civil Rights Act of 1964.
In this state?
Yeah, actually in this state. Are there black-only bathrooms out there I'm unaware of, or white-only bathrooms?
Nah.
Right. A lot of work was done in this state.
Fuck you, your face is small.
Well, thanks for being here. They always go to insults when they lose the argument. God bless you, my friend.
So I just have one question. There's, in any case, you don't think there's any case where abortion should be legal?
There's a very, very rare couple cases.
Okay, so you do think that a couple cases it is legal?
If cesarean section is not going to save the mother's life, and the mother's life is actually at risk, which is debated amongst growing numbers of OBGYNs, that is the only case where abortion should be allowed.
Do you think there should...
But people say that it is a growing consensus in the pro-life world that abortion is never medically necessary.
Okay. You had a daughter and she was 10 and she got raped. And she was going to give birth and she would... No, wait. Oh, and she was going to give birth and she was going to live. would you want her to go through that and carry her rapist baby?
That's awfully graphic.
It's no, but it's a real life scenario that happens to many people.
The answer is yes, the baby would be delivered.
Oh, okay, great. So that's insane.
Are you a self-described communist?
I'm a libertarian socialist. Which is close
great.
enough.
So it's an inherent contradiction, a libertarian socialist.
If you want to believe that, yeah.
Explain to me how one could be a socialist and also a libertarian.
So as a libertarian, I believe in people's like personal freedoms, and I think that socialism is like the best way to do that. That's not really what I came here to talk about, though.
No, but it's like being a vegan meat eater. It doesn't make any sense, right? It's like saying, well, I want freedom here, but I also want the government to control every part of my life. So explain to me how a vegan meat eater would work.
So, okay. A vegan meat eater does not work, obviously.
Well, that's like a libertarian socialist saying that I value liberty, but I don't value liberty. So it's an inherent contradiction. So you got to pick one.
That's not what socialism means.
What socialism by definition means the eradication of personal agency and freedom, the elimination of the property, the elimination of religious liberty and religious practice, and also government ownership, or the ownership of the means of production. By the way, don't believe me, it's literally in the Communist Manifesto and Das Kapital. Those are the aims of Marxism and socialism.
Yeah, the Communist Manifesto actually starts with, I, Karl Marx, believe that communism is whenever you can't pray to God or something. That's not what it's about, obviously.
Well, no, but he did say that religion was the opiate of the masses. And he said that the goal of communism is to eradicate people's attachment to religious assembly. So you introduced yourself with an inherent contradiction. So it's like gays for Palestine, vegan meat eaters. It doesn't make any sense.